Most Disney fans don't want to admit it, but the happiest place on Earth isn't so happy anymore. Prices have exploded, crowds are worse than ever, and the magic that once made Disneyland special feels like it's fading fast. Behind the scenes, Disney insiders admit guest satisfaction has dropped, and even loyal visitors say they're skipping their yearly trips. But here's what most people don't realize: the company might be quietly preparing for it. So what's really going on? Later, we'll look at attendance drops, shrinking perks, and the other theme parks pulling ahead. If you've ever dreamed of visiting Disneyland, the first shock usually hits before you even walk through the gates: the price tag. In October 2024, Disneyland quietly raised prices again. Day tickets, multi-day passes, Magic Keys, their annual membership all went up. Even Lightning Lane, the paid feature that lets you skip the lines, got more expensive. Depending on the ticket tier, prices climbed between 6% and 20%. Disney now uses a 7-tier system, meaning the busier the day, the higher the price. It sounds flexible, but here's the catch: those cheaper Tier 1 days are almost gone. Most available days are now mid to high tier, leaving very few affordable dates on the calendar. Then, in July 2025, Disneyland did something that caught even regulars off guard. It increased prices on over 1,200 food and merchandise items overnight. Everything from churros to Mickey-shaped pretzels saw a bump. Guests felt the hit immediately. According to the Wall Street Journal and Disney's internal reports, guest return intention dropped sharply in late 2023 and 2024. Families started saying the magic no longer matched the money. Let's put that into perspective. A family of 4 visiting Disneyland for a few days can easily spend between $2,000 and $3,000, and that's before hotel rooms or souvenirs. Add parking, food, and Genie Plus passes, and the number only goes up. One viral post showed a family of 5 spending $937 on a single princess breakfast. That's just breakfast before the tip. For some, that's a car payment or rent. And yet, the extra costs keep stacking. Things that used to be small perks, like PhotoPass pictures or special seating for shows, are now add-ons with extra fees. Even the skip-the-line option costs more on busy days. Behind closed doors, some Disney executives reportedly worry that the company has become addicted to price hikes. Instead of improving the guest experience, the company has leaned heavily on charging more for the same product. To make matters worse, in 2025, Anaheim city officials discussed adding a new tax on Disneyland tickets and parking to raise city revenue. That means future prices could climb even higher. To be fair, Disney says these increases are necessary to cover park maintenance and keep improving the experience. And yes, the parks are more technologically advanced than ever. But when guests see costs soar while perks shrink, it's easy to understand why many feel the balance between value and magic is disappearing. Even if you're willing to pay the higher price, there's another problem waiting inside the gates: the crowds. On paper, Disneyland's average attendance is around 47,000 visitors per day. In reality, it often feels like more. During holidays or special events, the park hits capacity early in the day. Guests line up for hours just to get through security, only to find 2-hour waits at every major ride. It's not just about patience, it's about comfort. Lines now stretch into walkways, weaving between strollers, benches, and food carts. Parents say navigating with kids feels impossible, and people using wheelchairs or scooters face constant roadblocks. Even grabbing a bite to eat has turned into a challenge. Quick service restaurants have lines that wrap around the corner. Mobile ordering, which was supposed to make things easier, sometimes crashes under heavy use. Many guests wait 30 minutes just to pick up a hot dog, and here's the frustrating part: the most crowded days are also the most expensive ones. Under Disney's tiered pricing, peak tickets cost the most, yet those are the exact days when the experience is at its worst. Guests pay top dollar for shoulder-to-shoulder crowds, long waits, and limited seating. Sometimes the park even stops letting people in. When Disneyland reaches full capacity, ticket holders are turned away at the gates. Imagine flying in, paying for hotels, and being told you can't enter. Crowd calendars used to help visitors plan around busy periods, but now they're unreliable. A day that used to be quiet can suddenly spike in attendance, often because of unpredictable factors like new ride openings, holiday promotions, or even influencer meetups. Genie Plus and Lightning Lane were supposed to help control crowds, but now they're part of the problem. They sell out fast, leaving thousands stuck in standby lines. Guests often describe feeling like second-class visitors unless they pay extra to get shorter waits. In the end, guests say Disneyland feels less like a magical escape and more like a busy fairground, something to survive, not savor. Of course, Disney argues that high crowds show how strong the brand still is, and they're right in a sense. People still want the Disney experience, but as one fan put it online, it's not about whether people want to go, it's whether they can enjoy it when they get there. Even those who do make it through the crowds and price hikes say the real problem isn't just money or wait times, it's the feeling. Disneyland used to be a place where you could leave your worries at the gate, but now many guests say they spend more time staring at their phones than looking around. That's because nearly everything runs through the Disney Genie app. You use it to order food, check ride wait times, join virtual queues, and manage Lightning Lane bookings. It's convenient in theory, but in practice, it's exhausting. Parents describe spending the entire day refreshing screens, tracking schedules, and juggling notifications. One dad said it best, "I felt like a project manager, not a dad on vacation." The constant digital planning also takes away spontaneity. You can't just decide to hop on your favorite ride. You need to book it ahead, sometimes hours before. The park that once encouraged free-flowing fun now demands a tight schedule. Then there's the divide between those who pay for Genie Plus and those who don't. Guests without it wait in long, slow-moving lines while others zip past them. For many, it breaks the sense of fairness that used to define Disney. Everyone once felt special. Now, it feels like there's a VIP line and a regular people line. Even cast members are feeling the strain. They're still smiling, still trying to make moments magical, but morale has dipped. Many workers say they live paycheck to paycheck, with rent and food costs far beyond what they earn. A survey by Occidental College Economic Roundtable found that 73% of Disneyland employees don't make enough to cover basic living expenses. And when the people responsible for creating joy are struggling, guests can feel that energy shift. The mood in the park has also changed. Videos of arguments, fights, and rude behavior have gone viral. Some blame stress. Others say the park's culture has lost its old warmth. Either way, the atmosphere feels different, more tense, less joyful. On top of that, longtime fans are upset by changes to beloved rides. The iconic Tower of Terror became Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Breakout, and Splash Mountain was reimagined as Tiana's Bayou Adventure. While many welcome the updates, others see them as proof that the company is trading nostalgia for marketability. Still, the truth is mixed. The magic isn't gone. It's just harder to feel when it's buried under stress, screens, and endless fees. For decades, Disneyland didn't really have to worry about competition. It was the gold standard, the dream destination for families all over the world. If you wanted a magical theme park experience, you went to Disney. Simple as that. But lately, things have changed. Universal Studios Hollywood is booming. When Super Nintendo World opened, it was a massive hit. Fans lined up for hours just to get inside the new themed land. Universal leaned into nostalgia, video games, and interactive rides, and it worked. They found a new audience of families, teens, and adults who grew up with Mario and wanted something fresh. And here's the big difference. Universal's one-day tickets are still cheaper than Disney's. Guests say the park feels clean, efficient, and exciting, but without the overwhelming crowds or stress. Some visitors even said Universal gave them that old Disney feeling again, where everything felt fun and spontaneous instead of overplanned and expensive. Then there's Knott's Berry Farm, just 15 minutes away from Disneyland. Knott's might not have Mickey or princesses, but what it does have is charm, affordability, and less chaos. Families say it feels old-fashioned in the best way possible. Tickets and annual passes cost a fraction of Disney's prices, parking is easier, and lines are shorter. You can spend an entire day there without needing to schedule every minute on your phone. SeaWorld and Legoland California are also pulling in families who want a calmer, cheaper vacation. SeaWorld has focused on new roller coasters and animal experiences, while Legoland stays perfect for younger kids. Both are smaller, simpler, and, maybe most importantly, less exhausting. Even beyond Southern California, other parks are finding ways to compete. Universal Orlando is building Epic Universe, a whole new theme park with multiple worlds, including Nintendo, Harry Potter, and How to Train Your Dragon. Fans online are already calling it the next generation Disneyland. What these parks have in common is that they're adapting faster. They're adding fresh attractions, listening to fan feedback, and giving visitors something new every year, without making them feel like they need a second job to afford it. Disney's storytelling is still unmatched. No one can compete with its detail, music, and design. Walking down Main Street, smelling the popcorn, and seeing the castle light up at night still feels magical. But those perfect moments are surrounded by long lines, high costs, and constant planning. It's getting harder for guests to enjoy the magic when they're too busy managing it, and that's where Disney's competitors are quietly winning. They're offering simpler, more affordable fun, less pressure, less planning, more play. To be fair, Disney's still the king when it comes to nostalgia. No park in the world can match its emotional pull. That feeling of childhood wonder when the fireworks explode above the castle. But today, that crown is slipping a little. Guests are realizing that they can make magical memories elsewhere without emptying their wallets or stressing through the day. If Disney wants to stay on top, it might need to look around and remember what made people fall in love with it in the first place. Not just the magic, but the joy of being there. The big question now is simple. Can Disney get the magic back? Even with all the problems, high prices, long lines, and tired guests, millions of people still love Disneyland. For many, it's more than a theme park. It's part of their childhood. It's where parents once took them, and now they bring their own kids hoping to feel that same spark. Those moments still exist. Fireworks still burst over the castle every night. Kids still laugh when they meet their favorite characters for the first time. Couples still propose under the glowing lights on Main Street. The emotional pull is powerful. That's something Disney built better than anyone. But lately, a lot of families say the stress has started to outweigh the smiles. They feel like they're paying luxury prices for an experience that now feels complicated. Everything needs a reservation, a mobile order, or an extra pass. The park that once encouraged families to leave the real world behind now asks them to plan every minute of their day on a phone. Still, hope isn't lost. Disney has faced rough times before, after the 2008 recession, after the pandemic, and it always found a way to win people back. Company leaders say they're listening. They've talked about new family discounts, reopening smaller shows, and giving cast members better support to bring genuine warmth back to the park. Some fans say the answer is simpler than Disney thinks. Make it feel personal again. The little things. Cast members taking a photo for you, spontaneous parades, live music on Main Street cost less than a new roller coaster, but mean much more. If Disney can focus on connection instead of just profit, that spark of wonder could return. People don't expect perfection. They just want to feel the joy they remember. Because if Disneyland can find that balance again between business and heart, families will come back. They always do. That's why so many families are skipping Disneyland right now. But maybe the magic isn't gone, just waiting to shine again. Catch you next time and stay Disney.